And what more can you tell us?
Kevin, this is a huge, mammoth-sized blockbuster trade that just went down within the last hour. The Dallas Cowboys are trading Micah Parsons, a four-time Pro Bowl.
Hold on, Adam Schefter. You can't just come on here dropping bombs like you Woj or something. Hold on. I need you to repeat what you just said to the locker room one more time, my friend.
Parsons, a four-time.
One more time, my friend.
The Dallas Cowboys are trading Micah Parsons, a four-time Pro Bowl selection who's had over 12 sacks in each of his first 4 seasons, to the Green Bay Packers in exchange for 2 first-round draft picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark.
Well, we had to talk about this one. We had to talk about this one. I can't just come on here and let the news drop, not give the locker room what we want on Athletes Forum Podcast and not respond to this. By the way, Athletes Forum Podcast, subscribe, like a video, share with a friend, but most importantly, talk your stuff in the bottom comments. Listen, no one was expecting this news. Not on a Thursday, not on the last Thursday on the month, not on a college football Thursday while I'm waiting for Boise State USF to come on, while I'm waiting for Nebraska to see if Big Red is all about that action this year. Of course, the Cowboys had to steal the spotlight. Micah Parsons, that's right. Micah Parsons is headed to the Green Bay Packers. Hey, locker room, let's talk about this one because this one's an interesting one, all right? Immediate thoughts. I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought this was a traditional negotiating standards between Jerry Jones and unknown said agent. Meanwhile, said agent is David Mulligetta, my favorite agent, along with Tory Dandy. Long story short, I wanted to be an NFL agent. I followed those guys. I've actually talked to those guys a couple of times, but needless to say, they eventually, David Mulligetta, Athletes First sports agency, they got it done, right? David Mulligetta just this past season negotiated over $1 billion in contracts just for his clients alone. So my man is all about that money, and he did his thing. Micah Parsons gets traded. What does he get traded for? He gets traded for 2 first-round picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark, right? So Packers didn't give up a lot. Granted, you give up Kenny Clark, you're light in the middle now, but now you got some young guys that can play there. Now you got on the outside, you got Rashawn Gary, shout out to New Jersey, and you got Micah Parsons on the edge now. On the edge, right, for that Green Bay Packers defense, a fast defense, a defense that is going to be very interesting, not going to lie, going to be very interesting to see how all this plays out going forward, right? The NFC North just got a lot interesting. This was a team that had 3 teams in the playoffs last year. When you think about the Lions, you think about the Vikings, you think about the Green Bay Packers. How did I forget? Right? This was a team that was already a playoff team. Now we're not talking playoffs. We're talking championships. We're talking Super Bowls. We're talking, can Jordan Love lead this team to the promised land? Something they haven't done since they had Aaron Rodgers. Right? The Green Bay Packers made an explosive move, and the Packers aren't really known for making these types of moves. Remember, this is a team that didn't draft for a wide receiver in the first round, trying to make a splashy move like that. They didn't really sign a lot of free agencies. The Green Bay Packers are known for just building from within, developing their draft picks, re-signing their draft picks, not really making a lot of big splashes, right? And they go out and get Micah Parsons, arguably the best defensive end, right? Gave him a contract. Now he's making, what is it? Let's go back to that graphic. He's making 4 years, 188 million. I think that's over 45 or 46 million a year, about an additional 4 to 5 million more than TJ Watt, who just got paid and is making 41 million a year. Micah Parsons, big dog contract. Now, how does it all come together? What does this Packer team looks like? I tell you what, I'm happy for September 28th now. If Green Bay versus Dallas wasn't a primetime game, the NFL better flex that thing. They better flex that thing. And I don't mean the 4:00 Tom Brady vehicle. I mean, some Sunday night football with some Carrie Underwood singing in the background, right? So we gotta need to see how this all plays out. What do we think about the Packers now? Right? Shout out to my man Alex Malchow. I know he watches the pack. I know he watches the podcast. What do we think about the Packers? Winning the North, is it feasible? Are they the favorites? Or are the Detroit Lions still the favorites? You still got the Chicago Bears who are on the up and coming, right? Where do the Packers stand now, right? The Packers are definitely a team where, wild card is not the answer. They need to be a division winner at least. They need to possibly be fighting for home field advantage at least. Now we're talking Super Bowls for the team, for the Lombardi, for the place where the trophy was named after. Title Town. We need to be talking championships. We need to be talking Super Bowls now, right? And, for the second time in 2025 era, right? Another Dallas star leaves. Another Dallas superstar is leaving the state of Texas. We talk about Luka going to LA. We talk about Micah Parsons going to Green Bay. Who's next? Who's next? Who's Dallas getting rid of next? Are they getting rid of Cooper Flagg, who they just drafted? Right? We'll see how all this pans out. But let's get back to the real of things. Micah Parsons, as our guy Adam Schefter just announced, is going to the Green Bay Packers. Athletes Forum Podcast. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Breaking news. Massive news. Go Pack, go.
We doing everything they talk about. I'm everything a boss about. Not putting work and got